Marcus Chen limped through the crystalline ruins, his left leg dragging behind him like dead weight. The emergency beacon from his crashed shuttle had been broadcasting for 3 days now, but rescue seemed as distant as Earth itself. Blood seeped through the makeshift bandage wrapped around his thigh, each step sending jolts of pain up his spine. The alien city stretched endlessly before him, its towers spiraling into the purple sky like frozen tornadoes. Everything was wrong here, the gravity too light, the air too thin, the silence too absolute. Whatever civilization had built this place had vanished long ago, leaving only empty structures that hummed with residual energy. Marcus had been part of the first human deep space archaeological expedition, sent to investigate the mysterious signals emanating from this system. Now he was the sole survivor of what the brass back home would undoubtedly classify as first contact gone wrong. He paused at the base of a massive spire, its surface covered in hieroglyphs that seemed to shift and writhe when he wasn't looking directly at them. The universal translator in his suit had given up trying to decode the markings hours ago, simply displaying error messages in increasingly frustrated tones. "Come on, Chen," he muttered to himself, using his rifle as a makeshift crutch. One foot in front of the other. Someone's got to live to tell this story. The central plaza opened up before him like a vast amphitheater. At its heart sat something that made his breath catch in his throat, a ship. Not the elegant, organic curves he'd seen in the rest of the city's architecture, but something angular and purposeful. It was smaller than his lost shuttle, maybe 30 meters long, with surfaces that reflected the alien sunset in impossible ways. As Marcus approached, his suit's radiation detector began clicking frantically. But the readings were strange. Not the dangerous kind of radiation that would cook him from the inside out, but something else entirely. Something his instruments couldn't classify. The ship's hull was covered in the same shifting symbols as the spire, but these were different somehow. Brighter, more active, as if they were waiting. Marcus reached out with a trembling hand and touched the metal. The world exploded into light. Suddenly he could see everything, not just with his eyes, but with senses he didn't know he possessed. The ship wasn't abandoned. It was sleeping, waiting. The entire city pulsed around him like a vast circulatory system, energy flowing through conduits buried deep beneath the crystal streets. And in that moment of connection, Marcus understood. This wasn't just a city, it was a test. A challenge left behind by a race that had transcended physical existence eons ago. They had been waiting for someone worthy, someone capable of proving that their gifts wouldn't be wasted. The ship's systems came online with a sound like singing crystal. Hatches that had been sealed for millennia hissed open, revealing an interior that adapted itself to his presence. The pilot's chair molded itself to his human frame, control surfaces reshaping themselves for his 5-fingered hands. But it was more than just physical accommodation. As Marcus settled into the seat, knowledge flooded his mind. Not overwhelming, but gentle, like memories returning from a half-forgotten dream. He understood the ship's faster-than-light drive, its defensive systems, its ability to harvest energy from stellar radiation. More than that, he grasped the underlying principles, the elegant mathematics that made it all possible. The alien race, the architects his mind supplied their name unbidden, had been looking for inheritors. Not just any species, but one that combined curiosity with courage, intelligence with determination. Humanity's reckless drive to explore, their refusal to accept limitations, their ability to adapt and overcome, these were the qualities the architects valued. Marcus felt his injuries healing as the ship's medical systems interfaced with his biology. Advanced nanites in the air were already repairing tissue damage and optimizing his cellular structure for the journey ahead. He was no longer just human. He was something more. Something ready for the vast challenges that awaited among the stars. Through the ship's sensors, he could detect the approaching rescue fleet from Earth, still days away. They would find the city transformed, its ancient systems fully awakened and ready to share their secrets. But not all at once. Humanity would need to earn each revelation, prove themselves worthy of each gift. Marcus smiled as he powered up the engines. The ship rose smoothly from the plaza, its movement as natural as breathing. He could feel its eagerness to fly, to show him wonders beyond imagination. The architects had left behind more than just one vessel. Entire fleets waited in hidden systems, sleeping until humanity was ready to claim them. But first he had a story to tell, a message to carry back to Earth that would change everything. As the ship broke atmosphere and turned toward the approaching rescue fleet, Marcus opened a communication channel. His voice, when he spoke, carried harmonics that hadn't been there before, echoes of the architect's song. "This is Marcus Chen of the Archaeological Expedition Endeavor," he transmitted. "I'm alive, and I'm coming home. But Earth is about to get very interesting." Behind him, the alien city pulsed with new life, its systems awakening after countless eons of sleep. The test was complete, and humanity had passed. Now the real adventure could begin.